dragon came to me in a dream.
You've been holding out on me, Commander. Tried for years to get a peek at these archives. If you need me, I'll be drowning my jealousy in these tomes.
We'll have plenty of time to browse later. The books aren't going anywhere. Farah, however...
Welcome. Gig said to expect you. Sestina, Farah's mentee. I'm holding down the fort while she's... Honestly, I have no idea what she's doing, or where she is. Nobody does. It's very unlike her. Even her research station looks like she abandoned it mid-thought. Here, come see for yourselves. Farah's been spearheading our Titan research efforts, gathering notes on history, biology, etc. Hoping to find some sort of exploitable weaknesses. Of interest to you three, I'm sure.
You have no idea.
As is Farah's well-being.
I can empathize with why she'd feel so invested.
Obsessed, more like. Your last encounter with that third Titan Ura sent Farah down an absolute rabbit hole. I've known her to get absorbed in her work, but this time, she was a woman possessed. Leading up to her disappearance, she was buried under tomes at her station all hours of the day. I wondered if she might be sleeping there. And then she was gone. Here we are.
Buried under tomes. You weren't kidding.
I've been trying to sort through it all. Thought maybe there'd be some clue in her research as to where she went. But, as you can see, it's a daunting job for one person.
Anything of note, Commander?
Probably doesn't help our search, but it's good info. Let's take note, but keep looking. Look focused, Commander. Find something? Oh.
Don't even remind me of that putrid place. This must be from when I was speaking with the tree tenders. What else?
Now we're getting somewhere. Where there's steam, there's...
A geyser, perhaps?
What are we waiting for?
Before we go chasing geysers up and down the aisles, let's be sure there's nothing more to see here.
I earned that.
I'm coming up empty. How about you two?
Same, I'm afraid. Commander? I can see why she'd think the two connected. How, I'm not so certain.
Would explain their fixation on it. Maybe she found a lead and rushed off to test it, confer with someone, panic.
Hopefully not the last, or we may need to do the same. That scrawling looked rather frantic. Should we be alarmed?
Did she give an exact location? Let's tell Sestina what we know, then move out.
You've found something. What is it?
That we're not sure of. But she's been stitching together all sorts of threads regarding the Titan's behavior. Particularly their relation to Bloodstone and Mist's hides. She also thinks Ura is hiding in a geyser-heavy area.
For all we know, she could be out there trying to track Ura down herself.
What is she thinking? Going to those aisles alone and not telling anyone? Sanctioned fieldwork is one thing, but this is a death wish.
We should be able to extract her without much issue, provided she hasn't done anything too rash.
Everything about this is rash. Go, find her, and extract some foolishness from her while you're at it.
Meet you there, Commander. We'll notify the Alliance and let the Lowland Council know to expect us.
What have you got for me? roars on the horizon. Collect yourselves. Here it is. No time to quake with fear. Rigid we must remain. The strangers have woken. They've come to dance in the rain. Our one and only goal is to protect the camps. Every claw and spear. Raise them to the air. Go. Fight. Win.
When we told the Lowland Council our plans, he jumped at the chance to help.
Better to put myself to use than mope around. Plus, it's one less worry for my paw. Got plenty enough of that. Get to it, shall we? So, this Farah, she's a researcher, and kin to our Malice, yes?
Well, she was Flame Legion originally. So more like what a Northern Coden is to a Lowlander.
Ah, a long-lost cousin.
Well, yes, I suppose so. Lost at the
Fast
very
as
least.
the wind.
Seems they're timetables of storm patterns, and they match Farah's writing from the looks of it.
It's the field sprouted looks of the tone. I take it we're on the right track.
More pages ahead.
Carrying needed supplies on foot is heavy enough. Trapped along the waiting people.
Researcher obsessed. Interesting. Can't finish a damn thought without those things interrupting.
We heal as one!
that's all of them.
As I was saying, they're field notes on Spawn emitting steam and sulfur, characteristic of Ura.
Aligns with Farah's work. If she's documented them, I'd suppose she's met them. But is she equipped to defend herself? Best we get to her before any more Spawn do.
On me.
Careful! Careful!
I am mighty. Fast as the wind. We heal as one.
I'm fine. It's my study that's ruined. You killed my specimens.
You were cornered. What was your exit plan? Paper cut them to death?
It's called observation. Just because you see something doesn't mean you have to kill it, you know.
Regardless, going in these wilds alone is a fool's move, as is not telling anyone you're here.
Gix was so concerned he asked us to track you down. And Sestina is worried sick.
Worried wyverns, those two. Figured I'd be back before they noticed. Guess it has been a few days. Well, since you're here, I've got a job you might like. Puts all that aggression to use. Follow me.
What's this job, exactly?
Testing a theory. So, those Spawn I was observing, I'm certain they're Urus. But for now, take a look around. We're not far from the sulfur baths, but notice the difference?
Smells less like a rotten egg in a smelting oven.
True, the air is fresher and clearer. Don't see any steam, do you?
Nothing to cloud up the sun. You've been charting weather patterns here. Why?
To keep track of him. I've been watching him since I arrived. Each day, he ventures further out, expanding his territory. But the moment the rain clears, he scurries back to the baths. Appreciate you keeping up on my work. Now you can help me test that very theory. And better we do so with the Spawn before we face its progenitor. He's large enough to approximate Ura, physically and biologically. But he's weaker. We learn him, we learn Ura.
We came to rescue her from danger, and here she is, ready to toss us right into it.
Knew you'd see reason. You get ready. I'll get in place for observation.
His hits aren't landing as hard.
Seems he's losing stamina.
Exactly what I wanted to hear! This is going right to the Priory Library for display.
How are you so cheery about all of this? Doesn't it piss you off? What these things did to us? To everyone?
They're fascinating beings. Powerful, mysterious, on a scale all their own, and perfectly indifferent to us. What use is moral outrage toward creatures with no concept of morals?
That does certainly put it into perspective.
Maybe. It makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense.
Well, I'd say the weather made an obvious difference in the spawn's strength.
So if we can confront Ura during a break in the storm, we may have a chance.
I've noticed a high concentration of Titan spawn at the base of Mount Balrior since I arrived.
And there's a good chance Ura is hiding at the top and having her spawn guard the place. We may have some luck on the timing of this. Before we left, I caught word of a storm report from the ward. They're predicting a break in the storms within the next few days. If they're right, we'll need to act fast.
Malice and I will head to Lion's Arch and inform the Alliance.
I'll go tell Pa. He'll want time to call a council meeting.
I had to act! My people were in danger. I couldn't abandon them again.
Irony so rich I could gild the tesserae with it. We're in the middle of something. Are you oblivious or just tense?
Oh, thank the stars. Quickly. I can't stand it any longer. They've been arguing for days. Literal days.
I'm trying to have a discussion. But it's oft derailed by my interlocutor's perpetual outbursts.
A discussion? That's what you called that tirade of yours earlier? Think they heard you in the Shiver Peaks.
Go address the room. If you don't have a report, make something up. Before they get a second wind.
See, Ren? Those storms are off. You don't need to be from the Isles to sense that.
I've been on that train of thought from the start. Why do you think I had the ward tracking them in the first place? So it is. I'll call together a meeting to inform the ward. We'll return to our discussion later.
Don't rush on our accounts. Finally. Thought we'd never get a moment's peace. Not with that old gas bag here.
Sorry you got caught in the middle of this. Years of pent-up rage just waiting to be unleashed on me. Now we get to witness it in real time. Us too. I should get back to Harvest Den. Need to help Alder with preparations.
Perfect. I'm excited to finally see it. You can catch me up along the way.
At least let me give you the obligatory, you don't have to come if you don't want to.
Noted. And ignored.
Well, that's settled. Wayfinder, you keep an eye out for mail. You should be receiving something from Alder soon.
How very satisfying.
Oh, Wayfinder. I see you got Pa's invitation. Between us, he gets a bit sappy about that sort of thing. Though, I suppose the Battle's Eve feast isn't exactly a joyous occasion. More of a precautionary goodbye. But, well, we shan't. Still plenty of fun to be had. Although your Alliance pals look to be having none of it. Shall I introduce them? Pressure them to mingle? If all else fails, some honey wine should do the trick.
This place is a bit rougher around the edges than Her Majesty's royal court. Although, I don't mind the change of pace.
The Lowlanders may look intimidating, but appearances can be deceiving. And they could say the same about some of us.
Yeah, I wouldn't characterize it that way.
Your Majesty. Well, this is an honor.
I'm eager to make their acquaintance.
Most things, I've still much to learn of your people.
Then we're one and the same. Let's fix that.
About time. The suspense was killing me. Are you speaking from experience, Commander?
The sparring match is soon to start. Who dares face our Spearmaster in this test of might?
How about you? Think you could take Barbed Veil one-on-one?
Apologies. The eve before battle leaves them restless, sparks nerves. They hide them with spears and boasting.
I don't know that I'd be the best sparring partner, but I think I have just the match. Commander.
You show them, Commander!
Yeah, Bill!
fast as the wind. We heal as one!
Exceptional Wayfinder. You face me one-on-one and live to boast. You've earned that right, and my respect. The strangers should fear the fate that tomorrow promises them.
Deft work out there, Wayfinder. Nothing like sparring to shake the pre-battle jitters. Me? Well, I'd rather dance them away. The eve of battle always wreaks havoc on my nerves. Wise you are, Wayfinder. Speaking of calming the nerves, the Rite of the Warrior dance is starting up. Join the dance circle. Make the others jealous with your swan-like moves.
The Rite of the Warrior dance commences. Who shall be first to thaw our dance circle? Perhaps a visitor. Wayfinder, you impress us with your sparring moves. Have you the dance moves to match?
You bet the Wayfinder does. Don't fret. I'll join you.
Gather round! Fan our flames! Think of them as our warriors. That's it! A dance on battles. Draw your glare in here. What a crowd! Let Ashmakers tell of this battle's eve for ages to come. Thank you! Thank you all!
Gathered here we are to remember. No. Makes it sound like a funeral pyre. Wayfinder. Your assurance is appreciated. Although, I wish the message were one I needn't deliver. Never gets easier. Although, truth be told, I wouldn't want it to. I've some prepared remarks. Keep them brief, I shall, lest the rumble of your stomachs drown out my words. But first, I shall offer the floor to our visitors. If you've your own words to air, please, come forth.
I didn't come with a prepared speech, but as the leader of the Astral Ward and a vanguard of the Tyrian Alliance...
Huh. Now he's a vanguard? What happened to the triviality of Tyrian politics?
I'm sure the muse will strike. The foes before us may seem marvels, born of worlds unknown. Let me assure you, they are nothing new. Past millennia watched the Titans rise to power, only to be buried by history's indifferent debris. Tomorrow, we shall damn them to that same insignificant fate. Will they appear again in a future distant from our own? Who knows? Instead, we must remember life's true constant. The struggle for survival. Incessant, ruthless, natural. It is that very force your tribe reveres that powers life. So fear not these crude beasts. No. Fear repose. Fear a life so catatonic it makes risking death feel like living. I find it all rather freeing. Don't you?
For a minute there, I thought he had it. But then he kept talking.
Still not the worst pep talk he's given.
Our guest speech may seem disquieting, as is war, a thief of solace, and most cruelly, hope. Far too many of us know this firsthand. So I share with you a poem from moons long past. It has seen me to brighter shores. May it do you that same kindness. As we march toward peril's hearth, our kinfolk at our sides, each step, perhaps, could be our last, or first, toward kinder skies. Our spears will dawn, and fight till dawn, to guard the grounds we've stood, but won't have won till battle's done, and stays that way for good, and stays that way for good. That sentiment I find freeing. Until we see such times, we march, bear kin and allied friends, to guard our grounds against a foe most wicked. What they have in strength, they lack in respect for one another. We have both, and some damn good spears.
That was a very compelling speech, Elder.
They always seem to come together at the last moment. Still, tomorrow comes too soon. Suppose it is, Wayfinder. But for now, the eve is young, and the festivities beckon. I do advise you all to get a good night's rest. Tomorrow, we rise. Pokey, a moment.
Oh, Ma's arrow. Thought she took it with her.
As did I. You know, one reason holding this feast was so important to me is that I couldn't give your Ma a proper send-off. I never even got the chance to tell her goodbye. And damned if I was going to let that happen again.
Pa.
Your Ma's intent was always to make you this arrow's keeper. She had wanted to wait till you were grown. And grown you have. From a cub adrift in daydreams to a warrior who's braved life's cruel realities far too soon. Wear this as a reminder that your Ma and I are forever at your heart. Soar, my arrow.
A perfect spot. You'll never find us up here. Now, tell me more about them.
For starters, I'm thankful they still want anything to do with me. I've put them through enough for a lifetime.
Well, good to get your baggage out of the way early.
Ald is doing the best he can, given the situation. He's opening up again. Slowly. Patience is the least I can give him. And I'm downright impressed with Oki. He's been through so much. But instead of running, he faces things head on. I could learn from him. My legacy is running from things I need to face.
There's far more to your legacy than that. After his ascension, I became fast friends with Lear, a son of Deldrimor. He reminds me so much of you. His views on magic, the dualities of creation and destruction, and logic and emotion. I spoke of you often to him, shared your writings, and he eventually came to form the Bastion of Balance in your memory. It was then that I finally accepted that even though you were gone, your teachings would live on. Forgive me if I overshared with him. With you gone, I feared the worst. I guess it was a way to feel close to you again.
I abandon you, and you honor me. I don't deserve you.
But now you're here, and I am more whole for it, my dearest friend.
Afraid? Huh. I just find no comfort in the senseless flailing of limbs. I'll pass. I'm flattered. Truly. But I can partake from here while remaining still and dignified. Of course we had dancing. It's not like it's chronomancy. You just set your feet, sway your hips in time to the rhythm. I know what you're trying to do, and it won't work. He was a patron of many festivities over the years. A shame you only knew him in his direst moments. Fine. I will humor your childish whims, and then you will leave me be.
I'll be seeing you.
Good. We're all here. Bad news first. A nasty storm is coming. It's blocking the reinforcements from crossing the bay, even with the lowlanders guiding them.
Scouted ahead. There are some ruins just up the mountain. Might be a good foothold before we push on the Titans. That's as far as I felt comfortable going alone. Spawn everywhere, from all three of them.
Wait!
Vale, what are you doing here?
I'm not letting our claw climb Mount Balrior without his spearmaster.
A good warrior, an even better friend. May the wind carry us.
My spear is yours, Alder.
No time like the present.
Let us end this. They come.
A moment of relief.
There, look.
And filled with the stranger's spawn.
Come on, let's make quick work of this.
We heal as one!
Secured.
Clear sky. The mist's energy shouldn't be too severe. We'll have the upper hand.
And no bloodstone in sight. Also good.
Close, but their energies are separate. They're on opposite sides of the peak.
Regardless, they'll learn of our presence quickly. And if they can sense when there's someone to kill, they're already preparing.
It's a little while, but I have an idea. If they split up now, so should we. We know Greer's and Decima's song and dance. We all start picking them off, while Sorrow and Dagda keep the others busy.
If the air tells me truth, Greer is to the east, Decima to the west. Harder to say, but north.
Okay, you all head to Greer like Pokey said. We know his ways. Dagda, you hold Decima in place.
When Greer is dead, be ready to move. I'll send a portal that'll bring you all straight to me and Decima.
Let's move out.
Good luck.
A pinch nervous, but this is necessary.
I look ahead for days without strife, hoping they near.
Fast as the wind.
Attack! I chose you.
They never relent!
There, just ahead.
Let's go.
Can't wait to see it all.
Bravery, a trait of the ignorant.
This is gonna be cathartic.
Will speed your decay.
Oh God, fears death? Funny.
Fast as the...
Just a story to scare cubs. That's all your kind is worth.
Alive? Yeah.
Quiet. She's just ahead. I'm certain she can smell me. Might be. Let's make her regret that.
For a crumb of bread, unknowing what I can smell him on you.
We heal as one!
Watch for her lightning. We know how vicious she can be.
Not enough energy.
don't have enough energy.
You are next. We are kill Roderick.
Protect him. I'm in your debt. We heal as one.
Meet you in
I don't have enough energy.
My son.
Gonna feel that one for a bit.
Doctor, Commander, I think you two should go ahead. I don't think the rest of us can push much further.
Probably wise. Wayfinder, how is your strength? Are you okay to face Ura?
I will remain here and protect them while you march.
I can sense sorrow and Ura ahead. Come on. Sorrow probably cleared the way. I hope. sorrow. Where is Ura?
Ahead, I think. She's managed to elude me thus far. Keeps sending spawn to block my path.
Look, is that a piece of bloodstone?
I am mighty.
The Bloodstone is about to surge! Come to me!
You killed the Godspawn. Emerge, beast! I will drag your soul to the foundry to build my kin anew.
Here I come.
visions of your village. Perhaps I'll visit them next. Godspawn blood will do no hurt.
Fast as the wind. Fast as the wind.
I sense celebration on your breath. Stifle it. The door we came through, it's wide open.
The door we came through sits open. What does that mean?
We'll figure that out. But for now, she's dead. All three of them are. I'll collect the others and return them to the village. Their wounds need tending.
Wayfinder, welcome to the night of quiet breath. Feast before the battle, take a nap after. Come on. Everyone's resting.
That was one heck of a fight. Glad it's done.
Exhilarating, though. Not quite the same as fighting an Elder Dragon, but a battle worthy of some fable.
Thank you both for all of this. Excellent backup you were.
Oh yes, that was all you, Cup.
You're very welcome.
Anytime, kid.
Pause inside with Sorrow and the blue guy. Might want to make our way in before...
Oh no. Malice and I will wait out here and keep guard.
Mm-hmm.
After this, I'm starting torpor early.
Wayfinder, never has your arrival been so gladly received. Thank you for allowing us in your home, Claw of the Lowland Coden.
The threat has passed. Now, we must heal.
I agree. And on the topic of healing, Waiting Sorrow has more to tell you.
More?
Hey now, my cerulean guest. We already know she's a wizard, or whatever you want to call all that.
Little Claw, there is more to say. There's a version of the story that would take me years to explain, but I owe this to you both. Thousands of years ago, long before Or's prime, I was born of whispers, visions and images. I was destined to become a voice of Coda, the youngest the Coden of that era had seen. My Claw, he was kind, fierce. He sat with me many a night as I acclimated to my role. We bonded, but the dragon storm raged outside our dens, and as the storm picked up, Coda's voice turned angry. My reality changed. I started losing myself. I couldn't trust the visions. They lied to me. I'm not certain it was Coda that I heard. I hated having a destiny, and I felt like a threat. So, I left.
I know this story.
Sorrow came to me, and I helped her sever her tie to the mists. Coda's voice no longer burdened her.
You are the missing voice of our ancestors.
I am. And I have regretted leaving my people every day since. That's why I came here.
My people are not a balm for your wounds.
That's never how I meant it to be. I am sorry, Alder.
Air is what I need.
I'll go to him. Has a habit of retreating into himself, he does. Sorrow, you are not the monster you fear.
They needed to know you did what was necessary.
Now they do.
Wayfinder, back at the Wizard's Tower when you first returned Sorrow home, you may have noticed an air of tension, and the mention of Mabon.
It seems that our friend kept a few secrets under lock and key.
200 years ago, Mabon went to Bavanisos right after the Titans licked it clean. After the Mersat had been killed. Mabon told me he went to hide a mist gate that they kept in the gut of the city. He placed a ward over the isle. But when he died, that ward fell. All of Bavanisos once again exposed to the world.
I was with the Lowlanders when it happened. Even they felt their fur stand up.
I believe they came from the very gate that Mabon sought to hide. But even I don't know how it opened again.
I agree, Wayfinder. Before any more Titans are forged.
Bavanisos is the worst of Janthir. Maybe one of the worst waypoints in Tyria's history. The situation must be contained. I will inform the Alliance.
How very satisfying.